update video every day, so yeah, you won't get disappointed. So you're watching a series video about game development, and we are building a 2D platformer, and yeah, I think we achieve a lot of the basic functionality of jumping and even climbing tree and climbing to a different platform. So we get climb to here, and we can boop and jump to a different platform. Just you know, the tile map, the tile tree. Yeah, just play around with it. It's not the final product, so rest assured, because you know we are still at development of a basic functionality. So yeah, so don't you worry about that. We just need the code and the game to work, and then let's worry about the game design. Okay, so you know you need to make it work in order to yeah, make it look better. Okay, so yeah, I think we can expand our level a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to add another layer. Right, previously we just added background as BG, but I don't think that's necessary. So what I'm going to do is just create a new tile map, rectangular, and that will be our background tile map. Okay, so that will be our background, and the background, I think I already got a layer for that. So ground UI, maybe add a layer. Okay, remember we got a sorting layer, and we also got this user layer. Okay, so maybe get the background BG, maybe just the background. Okay, background and background layer. We just copy that and say this background layer. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is to change the BG tile map to the layer of background, and I think I also got a sorting order. Oh, this sort order is not. So here, additional settings, sorting layer. Yeah, I'm going to say this is background layer. Okay, and I think I can change the background layer by just click and drag the sorting layer. The player should be the most out, and the tree where you climb, and then platform, then background. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So what you can do is to draw the background. So BG tile map, I'm going to use a map tile map, maybe something like a sky. Do we have a sky? No, we don't. So maybe use a pretty dark color to represent sort of a sky-like texture for that. So we don't have it, so maybe we have to build it ourselves. So I download the nature pixel art asset. It's just some sort of free asset. I don't know. I just download that from the asset store, and yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So we got this sort of a sky tile here, and we can select and we can paint it. So I think this looks pretty good, so maybe just to choose this one and paint it using the brush like that. Okay, and I think I'm going to use this hole as a sort of way to paint it, so just can paint a huge area. Okay, so okay, so yeah, just feel free to do that. There's no correct way or wrong way of doing it. Just use it as a canvas. Okay, and then maybe add a little bit cloudy area here and there. Maybe clouds should be colored like this. Okay, and then this should be yeah, maybe I'm going to duplicate. Yeah, this is what the heck. I just go with this original one. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is to zoom it in. Okay, so we get the backgrounds. I think the background should be something like this one. Okay, you don't want too much of the dark color. Okay, so I'm just something like this. Okay, then adding a little bit, so maybe this cloudy area, like cloud, something like that. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on that, so let's go back again. So we got a pretty big space here, and we got tree, we got platform. Let me add a little bit of platform. I think we can use the new platform rather than the older one. This new one looks amazing. Okay, so I got the platform like this. Okay, so and then maybe another different sort of a layer, multi-platform like this. Okay, so and of course we got the tree here, so we can jump to all sort of platform as we wish. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, I think it's pretty big environment here. So what I'm going to do is to add a cinematic camera, so I can follow our guy here. So I think I already installed the cinematic here. So and remember, we also got our main camera. So I'm going to add a cinemachine. Okay, so if you haven't got that, I think you just need to find that inside of the package manager. Okay, we got package manager, we got this not my asset, but Unity registry, and we can search for cinemachine and import that into your project, and then cinemachine, and then we can add a virtual camera to our scene, and probably you just move that just below this main camera. Now do not delete the main camera, you don't need to do that. And then we got a virtual camera here. And if you hit this play button, it won't have any effects because you haven't got this cinemachine figured out. Okay, because we got this warning here, we got the body, we got the aim. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to change this body to transposer, to framing transposer. So we got a little frame here, and you need to aim as a certain thing. So let's find that certain area. Oh, sorry, it's here. We got to follow non-transform. Okay, so we're going to follow our player. Okay, so as you click this player, you can see that we got a framing camera standing out here. Okay, and then you can fine tuning that by changing yeah, maybe the dead zone width, dead zone height, something like that, soft zone. Yeah, yeah, let's just try this out. Okay, okay, so you guys can already see that the camera is following our guy here. So as you jump around in the scene, the camera follow that. This is already doing a pretty decent job. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm already pretty satisfied with the camera, but we can actually do something more, especially if you are saying bring out a dialogue, or maybe have some sort of events going on or some campaign going on, you can use cinemachine to do a lot of things. Okay, but I think the follow camera already do a pretty decent job, and let's play around more with it. Okay, so let's adjust that a little bit. So as I said, we got the dead zone. As the name suggests, it's just a zone that the cinemachine, the virtual camera, got dead. So if you you don't need to pause this game or something like that. You just keep it playing, so you can see that we get dead zone width. So I can just give it a little bit of range. So when you actually in the dead zone, you don't move your camera. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit space here. So as you guys can see, the camera did not move, but when you reach to the edge of your the dead zone, the cinemachine start to move and follow our player. Okay, and then you will maybe go back to the dead zone, and then the cinemachine will not move. Okay, so you can see this the little red dots. So it's sort of if the red dot go to the edge of it, and the cinemachine will start moving. So the red dot represents the targets that you want to follow, right? And let's play around with the damping, because we got X and Y and Z damping. The Z axis we don't need worry too much about that. The X damping and Y damping means that the camera's aggressiveness when they follow the player. Okay, so right now is that when you get out of that, the camera will follow. Let me just make the dead zone width and height smaller, so you guys can see what I mean. Okay, so if I move to the right side, we just follow that immediately. And if I got X damping a little bigger, okay, so I move, and then slowly the camera will follow. Okay, this will make the game work smoothly rather than pretty abruptly change. So I'm going to make it maybe a 5. It's the X and Y axis, and Z damping we don't need that. And yeah, so once you are satisfied with that, you can just remember. You sort of need to take the mental note here and remember the settings, and then you can exit that. Remember, all the settings won't be saved, so you need to do that again. Okay, and dead zone width and height is pretty small. Let me just use the 0.4. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Then let's hit play, and of course you can just click this virtual camera, and you can see the results. So gently move the camera. I think I can just dead zone. Maybe just 0.1 is enough. So 0.1 it is. 0.1. Remember that, make a mental note. Go back, 0.1. Okay, so this run. Okay, and pretty strange. What was not following? Maybe something wrong with the settings that have been doing that. Dead zone 0.1. Yeah, I think I just changed the screen that. Okay, so let me oh sorry, I just messed up with the settings. So we go to the cinemachine, the virtual camera, and we got the body, we got this screen size. I think I just missed change the screen size. the dead zone 0.1, and yeah, the dampling 5. So I think this works pretty good. So yeah, you guys can see like this. Okay, so let's try to do that. So remember, that's just a virtual camera. You can just, if you don't want to see the virtual camera, just click the main camera or something like that. Okay, so you can just get rid of this frame. Okay, so we are in the tree, and we can climb, and we can just wedge ourselves to the right side, and then we can jump to this platform, and go here and jump, and whoops, and go here. Yeah, and just go down. I think that works pretty good. This is an old habit of me, is that when I finish a function, I often go into the game to test it ourselves. So I think, yeah, when I jump all the way, and I think this looks pretty good. And yeah, I think this looks pretty good, but the size of the whole camera is a little bit too big, so I like to zoom in. And I think I'm going to zoom it in. Okay, so I'm going to test it out while in play mode, because only in here you can get a better view of how your camera is going, and then you need to make a sort of a mental note, and then go back, and yeah, transition. Remember, we got a lot of options inside, so you need to expand it in order to see that. We got auto size, and we want to zoom in a little bit. I think this looks pretty good, and maybe 4 or 3, something like that. I think that's pretty good. Maybe 5, maybe. Yeah, let's stick with 5. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. So you can zoom in, and the player won't be able to see everything inside of this map, and then the camera will follow this player. Okay, and then yeah, I think this looks pretty good. So I'm going to stick with the auto size of 5, so I can exit my game and go back here, change the setting to 5. Okay, yeah, so yeah, then when I click play, I will just get a zoom in effect. Okay, so then I can jump to the tree. Okay, climbing down, maybe climb to the right and drop it down, jump. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good, because you don't want the player to view everything inside of the game. Okay, so yeah, we sort of need that. Yeah, and we also got this attacking animation that we haven't done it. I think maybe adding something even more interesting. So we don't want just a knight that swing his sword. We want he got a sort of a wave that can yeah, attack enemies from from distance. So yeah, I think that I just got another idea for this sort of a dragon knight sort of a player. Okay, so yeah, so I think we already pretty much finished the cinemachine functionality, and maybe refine that a little bit, because we haven't tested the collision at the end of this screen. So if you got a scene set out, you may got a sort of a refinement area that's at the left and right, that you got to hit a bomb into certain things. So we haven't tested that out. Sometimes you will just bomb and got a collision and got some glitches that move around. So I will test that out in the next video.